like the biggest of 3 sleeping panthers. You know, the one that you'd probably prod last. Welcome to another episode of Cheeky Monkey HD podcast. Hi guys, it is I, Cheeky Monkey HD.com here, welcoming you to the Cheeky Monkey HD podcast. Well, now then, guys, last time in episode 3, it was very much a high-octane experience in which I very thoroughly documented the process of me trying to catch up in the creation of a video for Very Cheeky Productions, the hit series, Normal Man's Fate. A lot of people loving that series, and I was really scrambling last minute to get that episode out on schedule, slightly behind schedule if truth be told, but more or less on schedule. And that was it was a great great feedback. In my own mind, there's not been any actual feedback. But the problem is that this week seems rather lackluster in comparison, and I don't really have a lot to say. If I'm honest, everyone in the office is on the wind down to Easter now. Easter holidays, everyone's off. It's half term, etc. So I've not got a lot to talk about, and I actually had a crisis meeting in CMHD.HQ. That's the corporate headquarters. I'm in there now. I'm actually in the podcast studio. But we do have a boardroom. And we've got a meeting together with the guys. It's just me. Daft Dog 4K UHD, Cheeky Cat 1080p, and of course Emma, my sister. So I said, guys, what am I going to talk about this week? And Emma started saying, oh, well, I did tell you that this podcast wasn't a good idea. You've not really got a lot to say, and, we're wasting people's time. And I said, Emma, what would you know? You're a baby. You're my baby sister. Baby sisters don't know anything about podcasts. And she said, well, no, I'm your younger sister, sure, but I'm a 32-year-old married mother, and if I'm honest, I'm the CEO of this company. And I said, no, you're a baby. You're still a baby, actually. Daft Dog 4K UHD, I think he sensed that I was right, and so he jumped in to smooth things over, and he said, oh, guys, I've got an idea. I said, okay, let's hear it. And he said, and I quote, why don't we review the latest treats that are available for dogs? I actually like cat sticks the best, so that is not a dog. And then he just sort of started muttering something about cat treats. I said, look, cats and dogs are something of a niche audience for a podcast, and I don't think they're really never going to get any advertisers, because you can't really advertise directly to pet owners, but then I'm going to go, anyway. So then Cheeky Cat 1080p said, meow, and we said, Daft Dog 4K UHD, can you translate, please? And he said, yes. She said, why don't you talk about the fact that you've got nothing to talk about, and that we've had this meeting and what happened in this meeting? And Emma said, that's ridiculous, you can't. Even for this organisation, that's ridiculous to start talking about what happened. It's too meta, guys, she said. She didn't say guys, that's my catchphrase. And I said, Emma, you're wrong. That is what we are. That is what we are. You don't get it. You're a baby. I just wanted to hammer home that she was a baby again, really. So we said, right, we'll do that then. So I agreed that I would talk about that meeting in this episode, and that's why I'm doing now. And then we said, well, while we're here having a meeting that we're going to talk about, is there anything else you want to discuss? And Emma said, well, aren't you supposed to be writing 2 books at the moment, and you don't seem to be making much progress? And I went, and I sort of you can't see what I'm doing. I shook my head as if to say, oh, baby sisters, they don't get it. I said, was it not Phil Collins who said, you can't hurry books, Emma will just have to wait? And she said, are you quoting You Can't Hurry Love by the Supremes there? And I said, no, I'm quoting You Can't Turn It Off by Phil Collins. He said, no, it's a Supreme song. And I said, no. And then I got on the intercom and said, Josie, do some fact-checking for me, please. Apparently, the Supremes and Phil Collins both sang that song. But I've got to say, I prefer the original Phil Collins version, superior in every way. And so, that's what I'm sticking with. But then I just kind of left because I didn't want to answer any more questions about the book. Now, as you might be able to tell, guys, there's no news this week. I was going to make some up, but ultimately I couldn't be bothered doing that. So unfortunately, we're going to have to move right along straight into Josie's Junk Mail. Josie's Junk Mail. Thanks to the gaffer there for introducing me, Josie, with my Josie's Junk Mail feature. So, I have to admit, no one has yet emailed me on josie@cheekymonkyhd.com. Please do that if you want to. You don't have to, but you can. But there is a lot of, there's some messages that have been left on videos that I want to, /have to, read out. As happens on this bit, this is what this segment is. Following up with our good friend Erindu, you may remember from episode 2 that I read out a thread of his chit chat with the boss, but there's another one that he's put on, and he put, this is on, I should say what video this is on, shouldn't I? And this is, sorry, I'm not very professional. It is on the video of Very Cheeky Productions. Just who is this talking snowman? And he asked, why do we always reply back yes? That's so funny, ha ha ha. And the boss has written, hi Erindu, it's me, cheekymonkyhd.com here, ... again, lol, that's quite funny. I thank you for your excellent question, and I am also very happy that you are laughing. Was it not Shakespeare himself that said laughter is the best medicine? I'm actually not sure if it was him or not, but it definitely sounds like the kind of thing that he would write. And Josie, this is not in the comment, I agree, that does sound like that Shakespeare man. He would say, you had some medicine. Sorry, just got a bit of something in my mouth. I think it's a bit of cereal from me breakfast. Carry on, Josie. Anyway, I've lost my place. Anyway, vis-a-vis your question as to why I always answer back. Quite simply, I see this as a world where good is fighting evil, and I very much see the good side as responders and the evil side as ignorers, and I would love it to be on the good side of this. I don't understand what he's saying. On the good side of this crazy existential battle. That said, I'm in a very privileged position where my channels are at a point where it is possible for me to answer every comment. Were I to have a sudden influx, this is knackering, sudden influx and subscribers and or commenters to a level where it was not logistically possible to answer every comment, then I would be left in the precarious position of potentially appearing evil whilst actually being extremely caring. I hope this answers your question. It doesn't answer it for me, boss. Could you sum that up? I might put that into ChatGPT to say, what does this mean? I might do that actually. Hang on. Right, I'm back. I've just done the chat thing, and this is what he said it means. The author of the text is responding to someone named Erindu. That bit I understood. Thanking them for the question and making reference to Shakespeare's quote about laughter being the best medicine. They explain that they believe the world is a battleground between good and evil, with good being the responders and evil being the ignorers. They try to position themselves on the good side of this battle by answering every comment they receive, but acknowledge that if they were to receive too many comments to respond to, they will be unable to maintain this position. Well, it doesn't entirely make sense to me, but it is somewhat clearer. Next comment on the video, things are getting serious. Yaf says, cool. And the boss has said, hi Yaf, it's me, CheekyMonkeyHD.com, here to say, thanks so much for your comment. I'm not sure if it's John Normal Man, the video, or me that you think is cool. Hopefully all three, lol. That's funny. Well, I'm certainly glad that you're deriving some level of coolness from my endeavours. I'm pleased for him too. He's not cool. On the video, a spooky encounter, question mark. Keith has to say, it's an emoji, I don't know which one, and then in quote marks, the unusual word, promosum. And Mr. Monkey Man has said, hi Keith, it's me, CheekyMonkeyHD.com here, to say that I don't really know what the word promosum means, but it certainly sounds funny. I imagine myself in a scenario where I need a new word to describe a thought or feeling that currently doesn't have an adequate descriptor in English, and I'll say, I wonder if this would be a suitable thought or feeling on which to ascribe the word promosum. And then I'd probably have to have a debate, formal or otherwise, with a series of lexicographers to determine how appropriate that choice of word would be. Hopefully I'd get to chat to Susie Dent off the Countdown about it, and maybe I'd be invited to be the celebrity in Dictionary Corner. He's gone on a right fight of fancy there, hasn't he? I do like Susie Dent though. She's a lovely lady, very good with words. Too good for words for me. She's just too good for me in general. On the video, the lesson that is conversation can save a marriage. That was just a string of random words. Scott_E has said, what even is this? And he's put an emoticon of a skull. And Mr. Monkey has put, hi Scotty, it's me, CheekyMonkeyHD.com here, to tell you what this even is. What this is an extract from the latest episode of hit, very cheeky Productions animated drama series, Normal Man's Fate. This particular clip is from episode 7, so if you haven't watched the previous 6 eps, and I suggest that you do, then there is a good chance that some of the nuance held within may escape like a little bit of gas seeping from a perished rubber pipe. As the creator of Normal Man's Fate, I very much believe in having the viewer meet me halfway, and there is somewhat of an expectation that the viewer engagement with the themes and issues raised within each scene is critical to a full understanding and enjoyment of the larger work. In a way, Normal Man's Fate is the current day The Wire, only animated and on YouTube. I hope this helps. Guys, I'm going to ChatGPT again. I'm back. This is what ChatGPT man says. The author of the text is introducing themselves as CheekyMonkeyHD.com. I understood. And explaining that the text is an extract from episode 7 of their animated drama series called Normal Man's Fate. I got that. They suggest that viewers should watch the previous episodes to fully understand the nuance of the current one. I'm not really sure what nuance means. The author emphasises the importance of viewer engagement with the themes and issues raised within the series, stating that it is critical to fully understand and enjoy the work. They compare Normal Man's Fate to the television show The Wire, but note that it is animated and can be found on YouTube. So that clears that up, really. Right, we're going over to the comment. Oh, Siri, shut up. Siri's interrupting. Right, we're going over to the comments on the other channel now. The main CheekyMonkeyHD.com channel. No, Jose, stop. I'm hijacking this. I'm taking over. That no longer Jose's junk mail and it's turned into CheekyMonkeyHD.comment on the comments. Because these next comments are too important to be left to, no offence, Jose, to an imbecile. So, on my video for podcast episode 2, which was subtitled New Segments. The lovely person called Toxin253. I don't know how you pronounce that. Let's go with Toxin253. Says, sometimes the algorithm likes to show me something completely unexpected and different from what I normally watch. And this is one of those occasions where I am glad that it did. We'll be subbing and sticking around for further episodes. Please give my regards to Daft Dog, 4K UHD, and Cheeky Cat 1080p. I hope you are all well and happy. Well, we are Toxin253. We're very happy with this comment. I did leave a reply. I'll say what it is. Hi Toxin253, it's me, CheekyMonkeyHD.com, here to say thank you so much for your wonderful comment. I recently completed a YouTube creator survey in which I bitterly complained about the algorithm, so I'm hoping that they finally had a chat and fixed it. Just to keep up to date, they did send a survey around saying what you thought of their creator tools, and I just wanted to say on there, guys, this algorithm's rubbish, because my videos are great, and they're just simply not getting enough views, considering how great they are. Back to the reply. Rest assured, Jose will be instructed to read out your comment. Well, that's a lie, because I decided I had to read it out. I realised after I wrote this that it should be me, really. I passed on your regards to Cheeky Cat 1080p. He replied, Mao. Unfortunately, Daft Dog 4K UHD wasn't around to translate. When I did catch up with him and told him what you had said, he asked me if you were going to buy him a treat. Lol. What a character. He is a character, but also a real dog. So yeah, this is probably the nicest comment I've ever had. It's kind of, usually the comments tend to be like, what's this? I don't understand what's going on. What are you? But this one was sincere, heartfelt, and rather touching. And that wasn't all from my good, I'm going to say best friend now, Toxin253. Because over from my video called Mikey from Extra Factor 2006, full audition analysis and reaction, he or she left this comment. Or they. This is why I can't watch this sort of programme. I hate to see young people full of optimism being so harshly, but this is an X Factor audition. Your man Simon Cowell, Sharon Osbourne and Lewis Waltz, they were passing naughty criticism on what I consider to be one of the great auditionees, Mikey Boyashi. So I'll carry on. And especially for this instance, as the fellow has learned a second language and is confident and outgoing in a way that I think is pretty admirable. Me too. And yet they have nothing but insult and mockery for him. People like Mickey are making this world a better place, agree. While this so-called panel of judges agree. Are they judges? What are they? Have they got any legal qualifications? Have nothing to add but their own nasty, cynical complaining. And I replied, Hi Toxin253, it's me, CheekyMonkeyHD.com, here to say, I agree. See, even in there I agreed. Mikey quite clearly has the X Factor. The camera, like me, simply adores him. And yet these judges simply can't see past whatever their preconceived notions to realise what they have on their hands. And as far as my investigations have gone so far, this seems to be Mikey's only TV appearance, and I cannot find trace of him online. I'd love to know how he's getting on and what he's up to in his life, and I really would. And I don't think I've mentioned it on the podcast so far, but I have been running a campaign called #Where'sMikey, in which I attempt to locate superstar Mikey Boyashi. And guys, next episode of this podcast is going to be a Where's Mikey special, so stay tuned for that. Well guys, I'm afraid that is a rather abrupt ending to the podcast, because I did get overexcited with the concept of having a Where's Mikey special next episode. And I forgot some of the other things I was supposed to be doing, like Daft Dog 4K UHD's anecdote. He did have one prepared, but it can wait. It can wait. Remember, guys, like, follow, subscribe, do skywriting to say you should probably watch this, listen to this thing. go to Tesco or any other of the supermarkets and go to the cashier and say, do you have a copy of Cheeky Monkey HD podcast? And you say, well, no, I'm not really aware of that. And we don't tell that to him. And said, well, you should do. I guess that's it, guys. Until next time, I will see you later. Bye, guys.